think it was J-Nix.
Okay, so we've already lifted the lever up on the front. I think I did. Oh yeah, can you lift the lever up on the front?
Yeah.
I thought that I did. In my head I did.
Up, right?
Or down, yeah, lift. It's the way they have it mounted. You're pushing down to release it, which is weird. So we're just retracting this film. Huh? Oh yeah, you can just lower it. It's okay. So we'll probably save this for the other end to save on the film. So this just lifts out of here like this. And here's the what's called the media spindle, this rod here. It holds the media. So we just unscrew this, slide the core of the roll off, and we're gonna switch this over to glitter. And I don't know if you can tell, but here we have markings here that indicate where the film should be on either side, because you do have to adjust this a little bit. It has to be fairly straight when you go to mount it. So we have our glitter roll here, and this is one print. I don't know if you can see anything in the light, kind of see a little bit of the glitter texture. We'll slide this on the core. It's always overhanging. You always want the film to be hanging over the top. Try to line these screws up, and we're pushing in firmly so that the roll is held together, because you don't want a head strike. And a head strike is when the print head touches the film, which can damage the head. And print heads range between $300 to $1,500 a piece, and these printers have 2 of them. So when we're done, we'll go ahead and place this here. And now I'm trying to line up the film with the guides that we have set. So the edge of this film, this is pretty spot on. We're trying to line the edge up with the markings that we've placed. You don't have to do this. This is just what we do. But we want to show you how to use these printers to the fullest, so that you don't just buy a printer and then you don't know what to do with it or how you run things on it. So I'm gonna pull this through. Can somebody help me pull this, make sure I'm on the plates right? So as we push this through, it helps to have somebody that can help you, and you're just trying to guide this through. It's kind of hard to tell, but we're trying to slide this film through and underneath these little metal guides. And these little metal guides help to keep the film taut. It helps to keep the film taut to the lower platen. So we have these edges here, and we want the film to fall just in the middle of this. So now we can bring the guides in a bit, and once we believe we have it straight, now we can lift the lever to clamp down with the guide rollers, and we can hit the front arrow or the forward arrow to move the film forward. But we have to pay close attention to how the film is feeding. If we see this film buckle, as it just did, we need to watch the guides to make sure this film is feeding perfectly through. Because if you have a long run that you're printing on and it's what we call askew, if the film is going diagonally, it won't feed straight through the entire system. This doesn't matter so much with this one print, because it won't even make it to the shaker. We're just printing one image. But for a long run, if you're loading the film, you want to hold the forward button down and make sure that that film isn't walking. Right now it's walking toward the right. So what I would do in this case, if we really wanted to make sure it was aligned, what I could do is release this lever with a platen and sort of move the film a little bit, and we'll feed it forward some more. So now we'll feed it forward, see if it's walking. It's still walking. So now what I would do is check the backside of the film, and we can see that it's askew from the backside. So now that we see that it's askew there, I don't know if you can kind of see this, it's not even. So to make this even, we can release both of these, but we're still pushing inward, and we want to slide this over to where the printer naturally is feeding from. So we can pull this way. We can see it's a little straighter. You can go back to the front side now. This might be a better angle. Shut it down. So we'll lift it.
I feel the company.
And now check it before I clamp the lever down.
Wait, man, you gonna have 4 baby mamas? And then blue kiss each baby mama? I didn't.
No. Y'all don't lie.
Oh,
Talking about baby mamas.
Okay, so we can clamp down the lever now. So we're gonna feed this forward and see if it's walking. And it's no longer walking. Can you see how it's not moving? It's straight. And I'm looking at this edge. That edge never moves from left to right, and it stays under. So once we find out that it's straight and it's feeding straight, we can hit the back or the up arrow to retract the film back, and we'll still need to lift that lever one more time so that the film drops and it doesn't buckle at any point when it's being fed through. So we're retracting it back. I'm gonna stop it here because you can't see it, but there's some scuff marks on the edge of this and I don't want it in her print. So I'm gonna lift this lever, or you push the lever, but to lift the guide rollers up. Clamp down, it's inside of both guards. I'll move this over a bit. And now we're ready to print. Now I need to watch this because when you run singular images, you need to make sure that the film doesn't buckle in any way when it goes. So I'll advance this forward just to where this falls and catches, because if it arches in any way, we can get a head strike. So I'll take you over to the printer side, and then we'll do what we just did before. See if you can see this.
Keep using the paper towel.
We
Keep
aim to
stacking
please.
them.
I know. I gotta keep it replenished. I don't want you to have to. Don't work too hard. Man.
Keep restacking them for me.
And really, I can slide this.
You already? Oh, you loaded the regular film already?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's an easy day.
So for the maintenance, I have these brown. Can you? We got paper towels. Make sure I get the right. We got cleaning solution, and we have these.
Cleaning.
We have these.
Cleaning swabs. Foam.
Oh, foam swabs.
Don't use cotton ball or cotton swabs.
Oh, these are cleaning swabs. It's like a rubber tip. So we got one for the white and one for the colors. So we're just gonna move the head over. We're gonna put the solution in both these holes, one in the white and one into the colors.
The holes, what is that called?
This is called wet capping.
Wet capping. Well, what is it?
What is what?
The holes.
The
What's the technical term? What's the technical term? I'm here for the information.
The technical term is. You made me nervous.
Capping station.
Forgot. The capping station.
Really, it's the head cap. The head cap
But
pad.
you can't see. Oh, but anyways, I put the cleaning solution in the capping station, put it in the white one and in the colors. So this is gonna help with the wet capping, but first we're just gonna clean up the loose ink that's around it before we close it. Yeah, it might help if I wet the swabs first.
Oh, well, you have cleaning solution in there, so that's, you can dip it in there. It's okay.
Not doing it. Yeah, that's all. So you just clean around the outside of it. I'm just trying to clean up any loose or particles around here.
And we do this so that we can preserve the nozzles. So we're cleaning the printer, making sure that the ink doesn't dry up overnight so that we can just come in tomorrow morning, do a head clean, nozzle check, and then we're ready to go again.
You're such a good girl.
And I just changed the napkin so we don't cross-contaminate these colors.
That's good.
Just clean it from around there. And then you take the same paper towel that you use for each color, and you're just gonna absorb the water that's in the capping station. Get any loose particles or anything floating around in there.
Perfect.
You just have to dab it. You don't have to do a whole lot of pushing or anything. And that's the only use for like. Okay.
That looks
And I'm
good.
gonna use the same little napkin. Just dab it down there just a little bit.
And what are you doing now?
I'm wiping the blade, the wiper blade off. I'm wiping the loose ink off the wiper blade. With just a little napkin.
Exceptional.
Yeah, that oh.
Such a great job.
You do phenomenal work.
So we're gonna put the cleaning solution into the capping station. So this is called wet capping. We're gonna wet cap the heads so they don't dry out.
Stop capping.
Don't stop capping.
All right.
And
Okay. That's it, guys.
You gotta put the seat.
That
What's the name?
are you
is.
sure?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna move it back over.
Well, I didn't know that. I'm watching. I don't know what you did.
They were like, okay, I'm good.
No, you're not good. So you see this head back. There we go. Now the rest of this is for Jay.
Okay. So
Take it away, Jay.
And now a word from our sponsors. Okay. So now all that's left to do at the end of the day, after you've slid the carriage back over to the capping station, all we do is we close our printer controller software, which is Print EXP. We'll just close it out. And once we hit yes, we'll see the capping station seat to the print head if you saw it go up. And now that will preserve our nozzles overnight. And tomorrow when we go live, you'll see us just come in, hopefully do one cleaning cycle, if not one, two. Normal cleaning cycles, run a nozzle check, we'll check it. And if the nozzles are good, we're ready to print. And we've been doing the same maintenance routine that you just saw for about 5 months on this printer. And we don't have any clogs or anything like that. And even if we had to replace anything, we can show you how to do that. So we'll be making the detailed tutorials and stuff like that. I know y'all are probably tired of looking at me. But what else? What else do you have?
Thank you, Breakout Bullies.
Take us home. Breakout Bullies. That sounds familiar. Breakout Bullies. Oh, there was a woman.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. So Breakout Bullies. If you are who I think you are, message her or Elegant Edits, and I need to get with you. So you'll know what that means if that is you. And
He said yes. It's my logo.
yeah, okay, right. So we have
Awesome.
a tutorial coming up soon, but I lost my Facebook. I'm sure you know that by now. I got disabled again, so I don't intend on making another Facebook. So just join the school community, send it to me, or find me
Reach
on
out to
WhatsApp,
me.
and yeah, we'll get it done.
Get you.
I haven't forgotten about you. I just lost everything. I can't even sign in. So, yeah.
Well, we're gonna thank y'all for joining us, and hopefully you'll join us again. We'll be back live again tomorrow.
And as always,
And then, as always,
you do
what
it.
is it? Stay elegant. So yeah, so we're gonna be back tomorrow, and we're gonna do the Q&A around 10:30, about 10:30, 11. We'll start the Q&A, but we'll be going live, just doing the regular setup in the morning. We'll be getting the printer ready. We'll be getting the queue ready to start printing, and then we'll have Q&A, and we'll just be live throughout the day. So y'all make sure y'all come back and join us and check us out. Make sure you register, get signed up for the school. The school is free. It's on school.com, and it's the Print Society.
Yeah.
Okay, the Print Society. So yeah, so go to school.com and then just search the Print Society. Join it for free. Like I said, we got different tools inside the school and all this offered. So just we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Y'all have a blessed day and stay